Hello everyone, my name is EJ Obiena and I'm with Dr. Willie and Dr. Bebet, and this is Healthful, where we jump into fundamental topics in health and wellness. Let's start for today's topic. We'll be reacting to sports injury. Oh, I've seen this one.
Very impressive on the video.
Yeah, this is one of the, the injuries you don't want to have, I think.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
No, that's unfortunately that's one of the season-ending injuries. It's pretty obvious that the patient had a ruptured tendon of Achilles, no? So naputol yung pinaka-main tendon niya dito. And it takes a while to heal. Ito maganda dito. Kahit mangyayari yan, ma-repair lang siya, alam mo, next season, makakabalik yung pasyente sa sports pa rin. There are two methods, non-operative and operative. Pag operative ang pinag-uusapan natin, ibig sabihin nun, maghihiwa kami dito, pagdidikitin namin yung tendon sa pinakatamang and tatahiin namin, susuture namin. Now, if you are in your level of athletics, para sa akin, I would recommend operative. The reason being, well, supposedly, mas less yung re-rupture rate.
Okay.
Okay? At saka lately ngayon, kung maganda yung pagkaka-repair mo, hindi mo kailangang immobilize ng matagal yung ankle ng pasyente na nakaganyan.
So less atrophy.
Less muscle atrophy.
How long do you think would it take for an athlete such as her ruptured her Achilles po?
Actually, kasi it's a step process. May phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 when rehab. So phase 1 is we decrease swelling, improve the range of motion kasi naka-immobilize siya, nakaganon. So there's a probability that you could have a contracture there.
Yes.
But we have to maintain it in that position first kasi kung hindi naman mag-heal. The next thing is that there could be atrophy of your gastroc but also of the other muscles as well. Usually mga 8 weeks or mga 3 months. Then we have to ask the ang ortho namin, pwede na ba? Hindi na pwede. But we do some functional tests as well.
You know what the solution is, mate?
What's that?
Internal combustion. It's the solution to everything. Speed and power.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's a pretty classic injury, no? Yan ang talagang nangyayari sa mga ligamentous injuries of the knee. No, and usually yan, mga anterior cruciate ligament and something else.
Yes,
okay?
It's close to my heart.
If you'll notice kasi, no, it's a non-contact injury.
Yes.
Wala siyang tinamaang iba. No, kundi yung sarili niya lang, her foot is planted on the ground and her body is going at another direction.
I see.
And lalong-lalo na yan sa babae. Because ang anterior cruciate ligament injury is unfortunately, more common among women.
Because of their structure.
Because of the structure, the wider ng hips, no, and putting the knee more in yung
internal rotation,
napapike, nakabalgos. And aside from that, yung tinatawag na this is a model of the left knee. Yung tinatawag na intercondylar notch dito,
smaller,
mas narrow sa babae kaysa sa lalaki.
I see. So it's not as stable as... Okay.
Mas madaling maipit yung ACL mo at bumigay.
I see.
Our men's cycle, there's a increase in estrogen, decrease in estrogen. So during that phase, that estrogen is up-peak, mas yung injury ng mga babae.
I see.
Just to illustrate how important the rehab is, no? I tell the patients that if they are not or unable to undergo physical therapy after the surgery, I would tell them not to have the surgery.
Agree.
So we really have to make them functional and best na walang pain, full range, can run, can jump. So very important ang rehabilitation nila.
I agree. Let's move to the next video po. And I think there's a video connected to that.
Yeah, Pinoy na Pinoy yan.
Sige, ikot na. Walang bote sa ilalim.
Yeah.
What do you think?
So doon sa first video, no, can we go back to the first video? Yeah, yeah. You'll see what happens in her left ankle is, she fell in an awkward manner. So talagang na-twist niya yung ankle niya. So what will happen is, if you twist your ankles, you're going to hurt your tendons. Now, it's a continuum. Maaari kasing na-stretch lang yung tendon, or on the other end of the extreme, maaaring naputol talaga yung tendon, no? So, and fortunately, most of the time, mga sprains lang naman yan. So, nandun lang siya na-stretch ng konti. Yung mga ligaments niya, I'm sorry.
Ligaments.
See.
Yeah. Actually, it's sa layman, yung natapilok.
Yes,
no? So yun, you go into plantar flexion, tapos nag-i-invert.
Yeah.
The problem with us is that our Filipino mentality is kumuha ka ng bote, tapos galawin mong pa ganyan. Di ba? Yun ang ginagawa nila. So, daw para maalis yung pain. But when we do acute injury, it should be rest and then put ice and then immobilize.
Yes.
No? So that there will be less swelling, so that the ligaments will not be further stretched. No? And then place it in a boot kung kailangan, or if bandaging kaya, pwede na. And
So
then,
it's, if I'm not rest,
ice,
Ice,
compression,
and elevation.
so it's RICE.
Yun
Nice.
ang mnemonic na natin. So, actually, hindi lang to. No? This is pretty much sa
for
mga
everyone.
maraming mga injuries.
Yes.
No? Basta RICE. Rest, pahinga. Ice, yelo. C, compression, yung lalagyan ng elastic bandage. Tapos yung E is elevation. Now, rest, pretty obvious, pahinga lang, muna. Tapos, ice, pag in-ice yan, wag yung, hindi parang yung isda sa palengke, lalagyan mo ng ice na gano'n, So, because ang tamang gagawin yan, yung kukuha kayo ng yelo, at ilalagay nyo doon sa area na namamaga for mga 15 to 20 minutes. Okay? Now, for every hour, mga ganun lang. Kasi, the reason kanya hindi mo kinu-continuous ice yan, pag tinanggal mo yung ice pagkatapos noon, nagkakaroon ng reactive swelling. Mas lalo pang namamaga. So, mas gusto mo, ganun lang ng Tapos, of course, compression and of course, elevation. Pinaka-tip kasi dyan, ganito. Pag hindi kayang itapak ng pasyente yung paa niya, baka hindi sprain lang yan. Oo. Or it could still be a sprain, pero baka napunit niya ng husto yung medyo yung tinatawag namin mga severe sprain talaga. Na yung mga litid niya, napunit niya talaga.
Thanks for joining me in this episode of Health Vault. See you on our next video.